Hi everyone, this is Sanjeev. Welcome to my YouTube channel Shiksha. You all have seen my previous video. If you have not seen, then please see the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you will get all the videos or updates. So today we're gonna spend some time on the topic of minimum support price and agricultural policies. The interesting fact of that video is that you get all the topic related information in only one video. No more video is needed, and if you want to know more or want to soft copy of this video, then comment below and also give suggestions on the comment box. Let's me talk about the agenda of the today's class. So the agenda for the today's class is minimum support price overview and procurement price, rationale behind the MSP, how MSP is decided, price support scheme for the oil seeds and pulses, commission for agriculture costs and prices, that is CACP, and MSP and bonus for Kharif, Rabi Crops for the 2017 to 18 season, and a minimum support prices according to the crop years. Then let's forward to the topic. Let's start from the minimum support price. Minimum support price is the price at which government purchase the crops from the farmers, whatever may be the price for the crops. Government purchase crops, but it is an indirect process through dealers or through government organizations. It depends upon the government decisions. And recent days you have seen that farmers' demand for an increase in MSP has been voiced regularly. It will be discussed later. Then MSP is an important part of Indian agriculture price policy. I think I need to say short about the agriculture price policy in India. Actually, it emerged in the context of the food scarcity and price fluctuation provoked by the drought of mid cities and many other regions. Basically, the price was framed keeping out three different angles. One is the providing food grains for the PDS, that is the public distribution system, and second is the ensuring affordable prices for the food grains to consumers, and the third thing is the inducing adoption of the new technology. Here all about the agriculture price policy in short. Then is the MSP is a form of market interventions by the government of India to ensure agriculture producers against the sharp fall in farm policies. It is an market intervention by the government of India because the aim is to control the prices without involvement of the middleman. I think it is the best step to regulate the MSP. And next is the MSP were announced by the government of India for the first time in 1966 to 1967. Most important question arises here: when MSP was announced? That is the 1966 to 1967, and for what purpose? Purpose is that for the wheat in wake of the Green Revolution. So the main objective are to support the farmers from distress sales and to produce food grains for public distributions. Here is the distress sales. It happens when farmers are produce the same crops on a huge basis but unable to get the right price. That time the farmer go for the distress sales. And the MSP is announced by the government of India for 25 crops currently at the beginning of each season, Rabi and Kharif. Then question asked in many exams, that is the how many crops are under MSP? That is the 25 crops. Keep in mind. And next is the it is a project. It is a project introduced the first for the cotton farmers. That is the DPDS, direct payment deficiency systems, for paying the MSP guarantee price. And important is that it is initiated in Hinganghat Taluka of Maharashtra. And when it is initiated? That is from 2015. Then comes to procurement prices. It is also a important price. Here procurement prices were the price of Kharif and Rabi cereals at which the grain was to be domestically procured by the public agency like the FCI. You must know about the FCI. FCI, that is the Food Corporation of India. It is established in 1983. This corporation organizes the procurement of food grains at price determined by the government of India and their sales through PDS, that is public distribution systems. Normally the procurement price was lower than the open market price. Please keep in mind that the normally procurement price was the lower than the open market price and higher than the MSP. And the present system was evolved in the which only one of set of prices was announced for the paddy, and for wheat it is being produced for the procured for the buffer stocks operation. I think you don't know about the buffer stock operation, so let me know about the buffer stock operation. What buffer stock operation is the to prevent the change in prices of agriculture product beyond a certain limit, and that time the government maintains a buffer stocks of goods. This is also done by the FCI. Actually, what happens when price of food grains starts increasing, and that time government starts seeing the food grains from buffer stock at specific prices. As a result, increase in price of food grain can be checked, and that is the buffer stock operation. Then comes to rationale behind the MSP, means logic behind the MSP. Here the logic is if there is a fall in prices of the crops after a bumper harvest, the government purchases at the MSP, and this is the reason that the price cannot go below the MSP. So this directly helps in the farmers. For example, if farmers produce the rice, and that time the market price was suppose as 1500, but due to bumper production of rice the market price goes below the minimum price. Suppose that time the market price fallen that is 900, but the minimum price announced is 1200, and that time the government agencies purchase the entire quantity offered by the farmers at the announced minimum price. It is the logic behind the MSP. And next is the how MSP is decided. Actually, MSP decided by the recommendation of the Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices, that is CACP, and also views of state governments and views of cabinet ministers and other relevant factors. Then comes to price support scheme for oilseed and pulses. Price support scheme, it is actually directly implemented by the Department of Agriculture and Corporations. It implements for the oilseed and pulses, and it is through NAFED, and the full form of NAFED is National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited, and NAFED is the nodal procurement agency for oilseed and pulses, not a Cotton Corporation of India. So if other agricultural commodities like cereals etc fall below MSP, then it is the responsible to procure the agriculture product through FCI. But when price of oilseeds etc are fallen, then that time the NAFED had taken responsibility to purchase them from the farmers. So here also when the prices of oilseed, pulses, cotton fall below the MSP, NAFED purchase them from the farmers. Then comes to CACP, that is the Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices. In 1965, the Agriculture Prices Commission is set up, and to advise the government for price policy of major agriculture commodities. And since March 1985, the commission was renamed to the Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices under SAN committee. And question arises the under which committee the Agriculture Prices Commission is renamed to the Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices, and answer is the under SAN committee. And important is it is a decentralized agency. Decentralized agency means it is a preceding agency, means that is the associated with the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. And it is the recent chairman is the Vijay Pal Sharma, and it is headquarters in Delhi. Then it is actually the commission gives the recommendation to the government on MSP for Kharif and Rabi season, and it is currently on 25 agriculture commodities are under a minimum support price, and the main function is the fixing the minimum support price rate for the Kharif and Rabi season. And the commission is set up for the for the fixing of the minimum support price before the sowing season of the crop. It is the most important thing. Let's start from the minimum support price. Minimum support price is the price at which government purchase the crops from the farmers, whatever may be the price for the crops. Government purchase crops, but it is an indirect process through dealers or through government or organizations. It depends upon the government decisions. And recent days you have seen that farmers' demand for an increase in MSP has been voiced regularly. It will be discussed later. Then MSP is an important part of Indian agriculture price policy. I think I need to say short about the agriculture price policy in India. Actually, it emerged in the context of the food scarcity and price fluctuation provoked by the drought of mid cities and many other regions. Basically, the price was framed keeping of three different angles. One is the providing food grains for the PDS, that is the public distribution system, and second is the ensuring affordable prices for the food grains to consumers. And the third thing is the inducing adoption of. Here I have also added the data for the Kharif season of minimum support price. Please pause the video and check the MSP rate and plus bonus rate for the 2017 to 18 as per recommended by CACP. Then comes to rationale behind the MSP, means logic behind the MSP. Here the logic is if there is a fall in prices of the crops after a bumper harvest, the government purchases at the MSP, and this is the reason that the price cannot go below the MSP. So this directly helps in the farmers. For example, if farmers produce the rice and that time the market price was suppose as 1500, but due to bumper production of rice the market price goes below the minimum price. Suppose that time the market price fallen that is 900, but the minimum price announced is 1200, and that time the government agencies purchase the entire quantity offered by the farmers at the announced minimum price. It is the logic behind the MSP. And here I have mentioned the MSP rate and bonus for the Rabi crops, and it is to be marketed in the 2018 to 19. Here I have mentioned. Please pause the video and see the MSP rate and plus bonus rate for the currently Rabi season. And here I have mentioned the minimum support prices according to the crop year. Government has recommended that 25 agriculture commodities are under MSP, and here I have mentioned the 25 commodities, and starting from 2013 to up to 2017 to 18, I have mentioned here the data for the updated data, so that you please pause the video and note down this data. It will be helpful for your competitive exam. Thank you for watching my videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Krishi Shiksha, and like my page on Facebook, and ping me in WhatsApp, and give me your suggestion on in my comment box below. All the best. Best of luck.